Hello guys, welcome back to the Hive. This is the second video I've got recorded from the 28th of January night game. So this time around I'm using a different weapon. I'm using Umarex, what's it called now? The ARX160 Italian design rifle. And my friend there on the right is using the weapon I had in my earlier video. So I'm just going to speed things up a little here, because this is basically medicing a few people, getting a few of our team back into play. And there's James again. Now these first couple of clips are just a few pieces he had knocking about from the beginning of the weapon switch over. So this clip here, we just confront a couple of contacts. There's some right at the back of the room. So we're shooting nearly from window to window here. So we're just getting a couple of random heads should I say, bodies poking out. We've got a marshal walking through the middle there. We're not in too deep at the current moment. Most of our team, this is literally the beginning of this game what I had here. And I believe what we were doing was we were trying to find an objective, which is a laptop. Now if you'd watched my earlier video, you would know that I'm a left-handed player, and unfortunately I'm taking a right-handed corner here. And given how crap I actually am with a pistol, let alone shooting with my right hand, I don't have a great deal of luck shooting, trying to get this contact down. So switching back to the rifle, I did notice somebody just poke out there, and unfortunately he got me before I managed to get him. So what's this scene here now? Alright, so on this game we were attacking and we managed to push them quite far back, so we did get quite too deep. We were close to their spawn, hence that's where they're probably most heavily guarded. So I just medic that fella back in there, and with a couple more allies on this side I decided to flank around and just see what I can work out on the other side of the arena. It's poking around the side here. There don't seem to be any friendlies at all, and it's just a random guy who was strolling across there. So, okay, so that was the end of that game. Wasn't too sure if I got the fella or not. So cutting to another clip now. Right, so I believe in this one we were assaulting again. So that location in the middle there, what I'm shooting at, that's like it's like an imitation desert tent. It's pretty cool because you can shoot through it. There's not a lot of walls you can shoot through at this site, and best of all, you can go underneath it and try to sneak through the centre of the arena to get the enemy down. You've got to be careful because obviously they can see through the other side, especially if they're defending. It's a lot harder to assault through than to defend at. So we're pretty much in the halfway zone now of the arena. I believe in this video clip we were searching for another target again, the objective. So I could hear contacts on the other side of this Hessian, where James is just going around now. So we get past the desert tent pretty easy. Sometimes it can be a challenge to get past that, sometimes it can be nice and easy. So let's walk around this contact pretty sharply just to try and what James was doing, he was going one way and I was going the other, so we just tried to flank the enemy. He was actually a dead player, unfortunately, so we just continue moving forward. The enemy is being pretty silent at this time, so a round just missed my head, and I was quite lucky that the camera picked that up. So I'll just let James know that I'm creeping up on his left. There's another wall you can shoot through in front, where that little gap is. You can shoot through and you can squeeze underneath that camo netting there. The thicker stuff you can't shoot through, you're not allowed to shoot through that. You're not allowed to look over or under. So we've got a contact on the other side of that camo netting. Or somewhere around. They keep moving, you know, they're not done. So we realise there's one guy who's around the corner. He's tucked in against them windows. We're just thinking of a plan to take this fella out. If it's the moment I was thinking of. There was a moment in this game, I believe it was this game as well. My camera wasn't actually recording on a lot of the footage. I thought it was. So I did actually miss out quite a bit of footage, which I'm actually quite gutted about, because it was pretty good footage. What we had actually captured the laptop. Well, I picked the laptop up actually all the way back to where it's meant to be dropped off, and as I was running back through that desert tent area, the camera had caught onto the camo netting, and it literally ripped the camera off my head. Fortunately, James, my friend who you saw earlier, was there to pick the camera up, and he said he was recording me running with the laptop back to the base. But unfortunately, when I picked the camera back off him, I pressed the stop button and nothing happens. So if nothing happens, that basically means it wasn't turned on to start with. So I was really unlucky. I was really unfortunate with that video clip. I thought that would have made a great addition to this video. So we're going back around the corner we were on earlier, and I managed to take out another enemy. There's a couple more people in the distance there. I'm not too sure if we got that fella or not. I don't believe there was any more. Oh, there we go, there's another fella. Now unfortunately for him, he slipped over. Must have just lost his footing, I guess. So we're just creeping up on the side here, trying to get a bit closer to their spawn. So there's another dead player, followed by Marshall, and someone actually jumps out. We know, at this point now, we both know that there's somebody around that corner. I just saw a bit of movement then, but I don't know if that was the same guy or not. So really, there could be a contact coming from any of those pillars. So I moved to the left, and unfortunately I get took out from a completely opposite angle. So that was the end of that game, I believe. So if we scroll back across. Right, so where are we now? So this looks like another attack in the game. So we were on attack a lot of tonight. This is back on the same floor yet again. So we've got an ally down. A medic came back into the game so he can play again. It's no fun when you've lost your life and you're just watching your allies. It's good. Right, so we've got James in front of us, and I tell him that there's enemies on the other side opposite the window. Now they must just poke out, and when I try to get a bit closer to James to tell him where the contacts were. Oh no, sorry, we were defending this game, we weren't attacking. We were defending our half of the arena. That's what confused me. So I run across, because James got hit, I medic him back into the game now. But with a pistol, as you already know, I'm pretty shit with a pistol as it is. Try to start counting James back in. Halfway through counting James back in, there's a contact appears, and unfortunately I got one round off, missed him, and the second round it was a half-assed shot basically. The gas had emptied out of the magazine, just to tell me, right, look, you need to charge me with more gas next time. So there's a very distinctive noise when you fire the last round out of your GBB pistol. That's basically what happened, and that fella managed to take me out because of that. Right, so I've switched back to the EO Techno. I took this off originally to try at a different site, and putting the EOTech on it, because it's a bit higher, it kind of meets the target a bit easier. Well, it gives me a hell of a lot more eye relief and target acquisition. The other dot sat was just a bit too small for my liking. So this is another game of defence. We're just at a floor beneath us, and where James is there, our team we're no further than where he was. So we've kind of got a lot of contacts moving around the back of the arena. You can just see like silhouettes of people moving to and from. And then to the left, where you can shoot through that camo netting yet again, there were some more contacts outside. I wasn't too sure if it was our allies who were moving back and forth. So you can see me trying to flag them down, just to say, look, you know, I'm not sure what colour you are. I don't want to shoot you if you're an ally, but I don't want to not shoot you if you're an enemy. So it turns out that they were actually the enemy. So it is quite tricky to see through that stuff, especially when the target's at a distance. So knowing that this round's coming in, I decided to start firing back at them. They know where I am, and I know where they are. We'll just try and get a couple of pot shots off, and they take me out once again. Now, I'm not too sure if I got anyone through there. It's quite tricky trying to remember what every single person you killed in a night is, and you know, I'm trying to edit this footage together. So James gets me back in there. So James has gone back to his spot. We've got a pretty nice crossfire set up here. There is one guy, I don't know if you just noticed him then, stood in the middle. That's where I point to James where he is, but as I look back around, the fella had disappeared. So I'm not too sure where he disappeared to. He could be anywhere. So I've also got to watch that corner yet again, where I took a hit from last time, as well as trying to work out where these new contacts are now. Unfortunately, I get hit a second time, which means I am out for the game, and I head to the next one. Alright, so that looks like the end of the video anyway, so I hope, yeah, so the usual, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, then please give it a like. I'm making some new videos with the whole webcam issue, you know, a bit more of a live commentary kind of thing, something different. That's what I plan to do on YouTube, and hopefully get some more videos in soon. So yeah, thanks for watching.